Hello friends, welcome back to Snippet Code, and we are back with a video. In today's video, we will learn how we can integrate the Google Ads in our Flutter application, which is introduced in our Flutter 3.24, and we can learn how we can show the banner ads in our Flutter application. So here you can see we have our Flutter application, and there in the bottom you can see we have our banner ads, which is coming from our ad mobs and all. So we will learn from step 1 to step n, like how we can create the ads and then how we can integrate the same ads in our Flutter application. So before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos. Thank you. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to get the AdMob app ID, and for that we have to go to our AdMob account, and there we have to go to our application which we have created. After that, we have to go to the app settings, and here we have the app ID, and we have to note down this app ID, and that need to be put in our Flutter application inside our native code of our Android and the iOS. So now let's copy this one. And now let's go to our Flutter application. So here inside the Android folder, we have to go to the app folder. Then we have to go to the source folder. Inside that main folder, then we have our Android manifest. We will open this one. And here we have to go to the bottom. Here after the metadata, we have to put one more metadata. We have to put here this code, that is metadata, and Android name will be our com.google.android.gms.ads.app ID, and here we have to put that app ID here, and we have to copy it from our AdMob account and we will put here. Now we will save it. Similar thing we have to do in our iOS also, and for that also we have to go to the iOS folder. Inside that we have the runner folder. Then we have our info.plist. We will open this one, and in the bottom we will go here. First we will copy paste this value here, and we have to put this key and value. So now we will replace our value with this value. So the key name is GAD application identifier. Then in the string we have to put the app ID which we copied from our AdMob account. So now what we have to do, we have to open our terminal here, and here we have to write flutter pub at google underscore mobile underscore ads. We will press enter here. You can see there the package has been installed, and if we go to the pubspec there, then we can also check the package name. We will go here, and here you can see this package name google underscore mobile underscore ads. So this package is added now. So what we have to do next, we have to just go to our main.dart file inside the leaf folder, and first of all we have to also remove all the unnecessary code here. I will remove this one, and here we have to write here visit flutter binding dot ensure initialize. So this one will be ensure us that all the native libraries has been loaded before loading the Flutter application library and all. After that we have to write here unawaited, and we have to put here mobile ads dot instance dot initialize. So why we are putting here unawaited? So basically this mobile ads dot instance returns us the future, but the way the SDK is built, we don't need to await it, because if we try to load an ad before the future is completed, the SDK will gracefully await until the initialization is completed, then only it will load the ads. So that's why we have to put here unawaited, so we don't have to wait for anything and all, so that if there is any other code after this one, it will not wait and it will execute it. So now what we have to do, we have to load the ads also, and before doing that we have to create here one page here, home underscore page dot file, and we will make it as a stateful widget. We will name it as a home page. So now what we have to do, we have to first create one variable here, and that name it as a string add unit ID. And what we have to do, because all the unit ID will be different for the Android and the iOS, and we have to keep it separate. For that, we have to put here condition platform dot. We have to import here, and we have to check here if platform is Android, then we have to pick it from the Android ID, else it will pick it from the iOS ID. So now how this ID will be came. So now for that, we have to go to our AdMob account. So here in the AdMob account, so this is the application. We have to create a separate application for Android and the iOS. So now what we have to do, we can also create a new add-on unit here. We can click on the add unit, and then we can accordingly create the banner ID and all. So we have already created it. So this is the ID you can see here. So what we have to do, we have to just copy this ID, and we have to go to a Flutter application, and here we have to put it because this is for the Android. So now we will open the same for the iOS also. So this is for the iOS. We will just copy this one and we will paste there. You can see. So now what we have to do, we have to just write the code to show the add banner and all. First, we have to create the variable here, banner add. We will make it as a nullable underscore banner add. So here we have to create one function here for loading the ads and all. We will write here void underscore load ad, and from here we will load the ads and all. What we have to do, we have to write here banner ad. You have to create the object for this one. Banner ad is equal to banner ad, and we have to write all the variables here. So this size, we have to use it ad size dot banner. We are using a banner. There are other options also. We will, if we press here dot, you can see banner, flat, full banner, large banner, leaderboard, and medium rectangle. So this one we are just using here banner. Then here we have the add unit. So what we will do, we will map it with our variable add unit ID. So it will automatically change the ID according to the platform. If it is Android, it will pick the Android ID. If it is iOS, then it will pick the iOS ID. So now here is the main thing, that is listener. So what listener will do, we have to write here banner add listener, and we have a multiple type of listener here. The listener we are using right now is a on add loaded. Here the add. So we will write here if mounted, then we will just do the set state, and we will map with our banner add is equal to this add as banner add. So what it will do, like in the listener, we are just using the banner on ad loaded. So what it will do, like whenever any ad is loaded, it will just map that ad values with our this object that is underscore banner ad. Then we have the request here. We can put here simply add a request this variable. So also we will do here the listener for the on ad failed to load. So it will give us the reason why the ad is not loaded. So we have two variables here, add, then we have our load add error. And here we will simply do add dot dispose. If there will be any error, it will just dispose that ad. And after that, we will simply do, we will do the banner add dot load this one and load. So now what we have to do, we have to go to our build here, and here we will write safe area, and in the child we are using a scaffold widget. Then we have our body part, and in the body we will be using the center wizard with the text. We will write here your main content goes here. Then we have the bottom navigation bar, and there we are just showing the ads. You can show anywhere. If you want to show in the top of the page, there also you can show. If you want to do in the middle of the app, there also you can show. But in our example, we are just showing in the bottom of the app, and for that we are using a bottom navigation bar. And here we are just checking here if this banner ad is not equal to null, That means till the time is ad is not loaded, we will not show anything. We will just show here size box. If it is not loaded, that is equal to null. We will show here size box. Else we will show here container, and the container color we are using here colors dot black color. You can use anything. We are just showing the container. If you don't want to show any background color for the ads, you can ignore this color property. Then we are just putting a height. We have to make the height of the ad area is to 50. Then we have to put the child here, and for that we have to use one widget, that is add widget. This add widget also from the Google mobile ads, and we have to map this variable, that is banner ad. Then we have to just dispose our ads also. We have to put here void dispose. We have to override this function. We have to put here banner ad dot dispose super dispose. So now what we have to do, we have to call this load ad in our initialize state, because when the app is loaded, the page is loaded, then we have to call this function. It will do the request for the ads, and then it will load the banner ads in this object, and accordingly we can show in the screen. So here what we have to write, we have to write here override, and we have the void in state, and we have to call here super dot end state. Then we have to call this load ad, so it will load ads. So now we have to map this home page with our main.dot file, and we will do here. So now let's run the application and see the ads are coming or not. So this is our Flutter application. You can see the ad is loaded now, and you can also see the ad is coming after some time, because before loading the ads, it's showing the blank size box. After loading the app, it is showing the proper ads are showing to us. So this is how we can integrate the Google Maps in our Flutter application. It's very easy to do now. So I hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. I will come back soon with another awesome video. Thank you for watching the video.